this picture, we sometimes say that we are actually in oil business. And the reason why we say so is that we say that data and consumer data is the black gold of the future. It has a lot of value, but you must refine this data before you can use it. And that is exactly what we are doing. We are refining consumer data so that advertisers, marketers, companies can better understand consumers, they can make more effective advertising, they can make more effective marketing. We are early phase company, but we have already a lot of success stories, and we have also customers, a lot of customers in Europe, but also first customers in Asia, and then we have also now started to work with some media companies in the US. So that a kind of starting point what we are doing is what is happening. I would say that this is linked to our excellent first presentation, digital communication, and how digital communication has also created digital media and also the social media. And our focus is especially in social media. And the fundamental starting point is that the traditional model of media and advertising was that companies broadcasted messages to people, one-way communication. But in social media, it is not anymore one-way communication. It is actually interactions between companies and consumers, but also within consumer communities. And to handle and manage customer relationship in this kind of new environment, you need new solutions to know your customers, to know consumers, and also manage your marketing and advertising. And the starting point is that you can collect a lot of data, what these people are doing, how they are connected to other people, how they interact with other people, how they send messages, how they share comments, recommendations, content, and so on. And when we think the situation of advertising, advertising has also a kind of crisis. Advertising is not so effective anymore, especially the traditional mass media advertising doesn't work. 30 years ago, I heard comment that in the US, it was possible to reach 90% of people if you just started to make prime-time TV advertising, but it is not possible anymore. People spend more time in internet, with gaming, with their mobile, and the market is much more fragmented. I was last week in the US. I met people from Time Warner, Google, many other companies, and I think that all of them also admit this model, that the next phase, what is really happening, is not only to target advertising based on context and keywords, but it's about people. How to find the right people to your advertising and marketing campaigns. And it is not only about individual people, but it is also how people interact with other people, who have influence on other people when people make decisions to buy something. An important fact is that 65% of all purchase decisions are done based on recommendation from other people, and only 30% of decisions are based on advertising. So that our software not only analyze what people are doing, how they click ads, how they click different kind of content, how they use different services, but also how people in internet services with mobile interact with other people, how they belong to different kind of communities, and we can also find a kind of central hubs who have influence on other people and who are more important people, for example, for word of mouth type advertising. We have also a concept called three-dimensional profiling, how we can combine when we profile customers demographical data, behavior data, and social data. And we are the only company in the world that can do that. There are a lot of startup companies, for example in Silicon Valley, that are making at the moment targeting based on behavior. But we are the only one to combine the social network analytics and behavior analytics. We have a lot of PhDs, mainly from this university, who have done a lot of research work in this area. And we have really software solutions to find the relevant outcome consumer data, and we have easy to use user interfaces to marketers and advertisers. So that basically we say that by using our solutions, it is as easy to buy advertising as today from Google service, but it is not based on the keywords, it is not based on search, it is based on people, what they are doing, how they are connected to other people. And we have a lot of success stories, how it really works. We work with many mobile companies. We have started now work with many media companies also, including now also in the US. So that it is, as we say, that consumer data is the black coat of the future, and we offer the best weapons to be successful in that war. Thank you.
We have time for one presentation.
So ironically, I was editing a story on this very subject last night, and about how Facebook and MySpace and the other social networks haven't yet found an appropriate ad format that is the equivalent of keyword and text advertising on Google. So I understand how you're improving targeting, but I don't see how this really improves the inattention of users on social networks, because when I type in a keyword search, and, I get a Google keyword, I'm highly inclined to click through on that keyword. It's useful to my search. But when I'm on a social network, I'm there to hang out with my friends. I'm not really there to buy. So how do you get between the user and his friends?
Yeah, of course, it is also a question that how to make advertising and marketing campaigns so that it is not only to find the right people, but the big question also what Facebook and MySpace, for example, have today that they don't have really targeting at all. No. Facebook has, for example, only based on which country you are, and MySpace, of course, work with Google, and definitely people don't come to search something in social networking services, and also at other factories that the traditional contextual inventory of advertising sales doesn't work. But what we have seen success stories is to create something that is much more interactive. Because I would say that there are two important keywords to make this kind of advertising. One is passion. People belong to different kind of communities, and typically they share some similar passions. And another one is trust, that people, when they get more and more information and advertising, they actually try to find other people who they can trust. So that it is not only to put banners, it is not only to show a text, but it is also to create that kind of companies that people naturally want to, for example, send them to other people and share experiences and so on. So that it is also, of course, linked to how to make advertising and marketing, and that's why, for example, we work together with many advertising and marketing people. So, but this is quite long discussion.
So for the other folks in the room, this is a multi-billion-dollar problem. 3 years ago, Google paid $900 million to get access to MySpace's ad network and lost a huge amount of money. No one's worked this out yet. I think this is the most complete solution I've seen, but a ton of companies in Silicon Valley are also trying to fix this as well. This is a much more fully featured solution.
Yeah, we think so.
It's cool.
It can be bigger than Google.